Hi friends. Today I wanted to talk about how we resource, as in go to our source, get filled up so that we may more fully, more abundantly, more freely, more easily give. And that really has to do with the choices that we make for where we put our attention and where we draw energy from. And it's really about enjoyment and pleasure. What do you love to do? What brings you joy, what brings you ease, what fills you up, literally what fills you up, and making intentional choices to do those things and to find places in your day, even if they're small, to bring pleasure in, to do what fills you up. Because from that place, you will more fully not only meet your own needs, but more fully be able to give easily and joyfully and abundantly. I like to think of it like if we were a glass of water and we went under a tap that was made specifically for us, and we just filled up with the kind of water that we love, the kind of, whatever it is that we love. If we just sat here filling up, what would happen naturally is that we would be overflowing. So when we move through our day, there would just be an overflowing source coming out because we were so filled up that we can't contain it. There's so much energy there, right? But a lot of times what we do is we leave our source and we come and we give and we give and we give, or we try to get done, or we try to manage, or we try to get what we think we need. And we're not actually doing what brings us pleasure, what brings us joy. And so we feel empty, depleted. And so, there's obviously a lot of ways that actually throughout your day, you can bring small moments of pleasure, even if it's 1 minute, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's just eating something you love and really savoring it, or going out and standing in the sun, or taking in the sunset, or reading a book that you love. Just like touching yourself in a way that feels energizing. Like, what is it that brings you joy? But I wanted to show you an exercise, a somatic practice that can encourage that idea, and you can use the visualization during this practice to get some ideas of the kind of things that nourish you. So for instance, this weekend I had this really, really energizing, resourcing weekend that I just prioritized spending time with people that make me feel really held and seen and connected. I made art. I made art with a friend. I took myself to Bolinas for the day, where I got body work, and I went to the ocean and I ate yummy foods, and I just wandered around and met random people because that's just what I love to do. And I took myself on that date. And I know I had a lot of, I have the privilege and space this weekend to be able to luxuriate in that. And I don't always have that kind of space, but this weekend filled me up so much in a way that will spread throughout my week. I know, and little pieces of the time will come through me. And even just today, like during my break, going out and sitting in the sun and eating something I love. So what I want you to do to help encourage this, in addition to whatever you do beyond this exercise, is just to find a place where you can stand and feel really grounded and rooted. So you're going to open your feet at least hip distance apart, maybe even a little wider, so that you feel like you have a nice wide root, a nice wide foundation. And letting your feet just root into the earth, and feeling how right now the energy of the earth is coming up into your body. So we are connected through the gravitational pull of the earth to the earth, and so our feet, or whatever is making contact, the energy is moving up through our body. And then from there, I just want you to reach your arms up in the air and untuck your tailbone, soften the face, and just imagine that above you there is like a spout, and that spout is just filled with whatever it is that you love, things that bring you joy, places, people, activities, moments, foods, things that bring you joy. And just for a moment, I just want you to have your arms up, heart up, untucked tailbone, feet rooted, knees a little bent, and just visualize that tap. And like, what is it? Maybe you're going to get pictures, maybe you're going to get words or feelings, but what is in your tap, your source? And what if you could just be here and receive, that there was nothing to do with this, you just received it, opened up the tap. And you could just sit here and breathe every breath in, imagining yourself receiving that. Every breath out, imagining anything that is efforting can just soften. And if it's hard to keep your arms up, if it doesn't feel good, you can just let your arms open in a more relaxed way. If it feels good to move as you do this, as you inhale, bring your arms down, like Receiving that, and just touch your face, touch your heart as you bring your arms back up. Exhale, just let your hands go down your body. Inhale, bringing your arms up, drawing that into the body, all that you're receiving. Good. And so either moving or stationary, either arms out by your side or arms up towards the sky, or just in the movement practice, just feel yourself open to receptivity, open to receiving the things that bring you joy, that bring you pleasure, that make you feel held, seen, alive, joyful. A couple more times. Even the way you touch your body, if you are moving your hands, even the way you touch your body, do it in a way that feels good, that feels connecting. One more time, really keeping open and allowing all that abundant tap just fill you up. And then bring your hands on your heart. And then just ask, what is one thing that would bring me joy today? What's one place I could put my attention, focus, that would bring me joy today and resource today? And whatever came up, whether it feels big or small, just telling that part of you, thank you for showing me this. Thank you for telling me what I love. And making a commitment in some way to do that today, even if it's a very small version of it, in some way to honor that desire today. Right? Have a beautiful day, and thank you for being part of what really brings me to my source, what really resources me.